Alright. It is nighttime in the game right now, but that's not going to stop me from making this here tutorial video for you guys in the land of Zenith. If you guys are new to this game, or if you have been playing for a while and you want to learn how to fast fly, that is what we are going to be. So what I am going to be teaching today is the fast flying mechanic, because fast flying is pretty dang cool in this game. So if you guys remember from a year ago or so, all the old methods of fast flying, you would have the scooter boop is what it was called. That no longer works, so now we have a new mechanic with the fast flying, with the gliding and canceling the glide. Basically with this movement, I'm just going to call it the swimming method of fast flying, because when we are in flight, we have our hands out. When we have our hands in, that's when we cancel flight. So we're in flight, and we can move up and down. And then when we put our hands in, that's when flight gets canceled. So I'm going to go over to these rocks over here. Or actually here. We're going to go right up here. So with the comfort settings for gliding, we're mainly going to stay on sensitive for now. I don't remember if strafe or heading works, but we're going to stay on sensitive for this tutorial. So with the method of fast flying, depending on how fast you are currently, I'm at 200 speed, where my base would be 100 speed, but how I'm at 200 speed is with the introduction of the new power items, which we are focusing on at the Esotech speed lamps. So I have 2 of them right now, and how you get these Esotech lamps is you're going to want to venture to the new area called Skylands. And it's going to be right at the landing point. You're going to have the building right in front of you, and then inside there you have the crafting tables to where you can craft the Esotech lamps for different things such as health regen, speed, fighting, and stamina is, I think, another one. Defense, fighting, whatever. Anyways, we are worried about the Esotech speed lamps. So these cost 3 utility points, which, why do we have the utility points? Because of the new housing update as well. With the new update, we got housing along with Skylands. So once you've ventured to Nexus District and you've purchased your house, then if you have enough Zen currency, then you can buy out more places inside your house, which will then give you more utility points. So once you have enough utility points to place at least 2 lamps inside your house, then you can have 2 Esotech speed lamps, which will show up here. So each of these utility lamps boost you 50% speed. So 50 and 50 is 100, which is how I'm now at 100 speed. If I want to increase my speed, I would have to have a unique modifier such as Lightfoot. For example, it increases movement speed by 0.7%. So if I were to put those on and then check my speed, I am now at 207. If I want to boost that speed even more, then I would have a exploration pet that can help with speed, if it has any speed perks. So right now with my spring bow at level 15, I can now have medium speedy and lesser speedy, which is 5 plus speed. And if I were to check again, I'm at 257. So then again, if I were to bring out my precursor, because it's an epic rarity, it has greater speedy along with medium speedy, which is plus 7 speed, 4 and 3. So if I bring that out, now I'm at 277 speed. So I can go up pretty fast if I wanted to with my precursor. So with having a speed pet, having some speed modifiers, we can go up pretty fast. So with the whole fast flying, essentially with being an essence mage, we don't have a boost ability such as the Blade Masters or the new Cyber Ninja class. The new Cyber Ninja class and Blade Masters have a Godstone that helps with their speed, or not speed, movement. So they have a boost ability, where Essence Mages, we have what's called a teleport. So unfortunately we don't have that extra boost. Whereas Essence Mages, what we're going to be going off of is our sprint. So when we move forward, we press in our thumbstick, and then that gives us that extra sprint. So basically we are including our sprint when we do the fast flying. So not just pushing forward, but when we press in with our thumbstick, then we're adding in the sprint. So we're incorporating the sprint along with fast flying. So when we glide, we are going to, when we fast fly, we have our hands out. When we cancel, we're going to be pushing in with our thumbstick and pushing forward with our thumbstick. So same time as you cancel flight, you're going out and then in, out and then in. When you go out, that's when you incorporate your sprint with your moving forward. And then when you go out, that's when you hold your hands out. So you're going out, in, in. And when you go in, that's when you incorporate the sprint to go faster. And then your out is your gliding. So glide, cancel, glide, cancel, glide, cancel. When you cancel, you incorporate your sprint movement, and that helps you move forward, and that's how you get to faster speeds. So again, when we practice this, you can go to a higher elevation if you need that extra practice as well. So if we are up here, then we can go ahead and we have enough elevation that we can practice from up here as well, which I usually like to practice off of elevation. Sometimes I can push off from the ground, but sometimes I like to have elevation when I'm fast flying. So I know that I have enough height before I fall, then I can glide before I hit the ground. So that's how we're basically able to zip around very fast to different locations and get to places very fast. So again, pretty simple. Once you get the technique down, then you can go like a little bit faster, you know? Go a little bit faster. But yeah, as long as you practice the movement of going out, cancel, glide, cancel, glide, cancel, glide. Once you've gotten that down, then again, when you cancel, you're incorporating your sprint with your movement forward. So that's pretty much that movement there. And then, like I said, once you have that down, then you can start going faster, and it'll boost you even faster. Just make sure you gauge your stamina as well, because your stamina will also start going down. But that's pretty much all there is to it. Like, as long as you have speed perks, and if you have a speed pet, then that can boost your speed even more, so you can go faster at Mach speeds and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty easy. Again, all it is just practicing, basically like riding a bike or doing something that you haven't done before. It's all practice. So basically glide, cancel, glide, cancel, glide, cancel. That's pretty much all there is to it. And then when you cancel, you incorporate your sprint, your movement sprint, and then you go back into glide, and cancel, glide, cancel, glide. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Again, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. Once you have it down, then you can incorporate more things, like for Cyber Ninja and Blade Masters, they can incorporate their dash ability, their dash Godstone, where Essence Mages, we just have a teleport, so we're just working off of what we have, which is our sprint. But that's pretty much all there is to it. Like, if you can achieve greater speeds than 277, then go right ahead. You can go even faster than Essence Mages. But yeah, it's all based on learning the movement, and then incorporating your sprint into it, and then adding in unique modifiers such as Lightfoot, and then if you have a speed pet that has speed perks. So again, speed perks can also help. Medium speedy, lesser speedy, or greater speedy and medium speedy. So speed perks can definitely help as well, so you can achieve higher speeds overall. But yeah, pretty easy. Again, just takes practice, and then once that is completed, you feel like you have it down, then you can start going at Mach speeds. Pretty easy. And yeah, you can start zipping around to all sorts of different places in the world of Zenith. So that's pretty much it. That's all there is to that. If you think there's anything that I can do better, you can let me know in the comments. If you enjoy this video, definitely let me know, because I enjoy putting out VR content, as with the addition of being able to play VR games now, which is awesome, and being in a very cool guild, Knights of the Blood Oath. Then definitely come check us out. But yeah, Zenith, very cool game if you want to get into VR. VR is super amazing. You can definitely get fully immersed into it. And just with this game in general, like being able to fly around, zip to places left and right, going from invasion to invasion, going from this event to that event, it's really fun being able to zip around and fly. One last thing before I end off this video, we're going to go up to the Celestial Throne, and I'm just going to give an example of how being able to fast fly and everything, we can be able to fast fly up to the top of the throne. So like I said, this is just, I think, more advanced stuff, but once you've mastered the ability to fast fly, then you can fly all the way up here once you reach the second half. So basically, we're just going to drop down to the second half platform here, and we are going to just give an example of how being able to fast fly, that we can go up to greater speeds or flights or heights, all that cool stuff. So we're just going to, actually I'm going to put myself right up here. My bad. We're going to not fall, first of all. We're going to not fall, we're going to put ourselves right up here. And with having our speed pet out, we have 277 speed. So right now we have our precursor, and I still have my TK boots with Lightfoot, which increases movement speed by 0.7%. So that's what helped me bring it up to 277. So For this example, like I said, we're just going to fast fly from the second checkpoint all the way up to the top of the Celestial Throne. So we are going to do just that. So we're going to start off with going right up top here. And then what we're going to do is we are going to fast fly all the way up here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fast fly all the way up here. And then what we can do is I'll probably go up there is what I'll do. I'm just gonna go ahead, fast fly all the way up. And then what we're going to do, let's see. You know what? I'm feeling a little insane. So we are going to go all the way up here, turn around. And there we go. We've made it all the way up, just with being able to fast fly. So again, it takes practice with being able to do the fast fly motion. Once you've practiced and you've got it down, then you can achieve stuff like being able to fast fly right up to the throne. And it literally doesn't take that long at all. All it is practice. You glide, cancel, glide, and then when you cancel, you incorporate your movement forward along with your sprint. So that's basically all there is to it. When you cancel, incorporate your sprint while moving forward, and then you go back into glide, cancel, glide, cancel, glide, cancel, glide. That's all there is to it. No magic, just boosting up your speed stats and then incorporating everything else into your speed flying. So pretty much that's all there is to it. Again, if you enjoyed this tutorial video, let me know in the comments, and if you have anything that you think that I could do, any suggestion, I'll call a suggestion. If you have any suggestions as to what I could have done better, you can also let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, you know. And hopefully I can make more fun tutorial videos. If you like this, you know, let me know what kind of other videos you want me to make for Zenith related. Let me know in the comments down below, all that good stuff. But if you enjoyed everything, again, let me know. Then I will sign off, and I'll see you guys around the world of Zenith. Peace.